Hello there, how are you today? I am back here in Erditch Farm. Updates. Some things have happened. The biggest one being that my dog is a beast. If you look up in the upper right hand corner where we see the little leaf for the fall symbol, you will notice that my ribbons are now sitting at 10 million. I didn't do that. I was thrilled because I had worked up to about 2,000 and I was really starting to feel like I've done something. You know, I've got all the land. I've got over 5,000 tickets now to pay my farmhands with. If I, just let the game run for a couple of days while I'm busy with something else, I can still have my animals taken care of. The fish will be coming in. I'll still be progressing. Oh my God, I feel so good. And the tickets were up to about 2,000. I was starting to buy all of the watering places for this. I had most of this done, and yes, I have planted. These are the Gerbera daisies that are my once a week pump into the economy of my farm here. And I was feeling pretty good. And then I came in and found my dog on my chair mucking around with the keyboard and the mouse. I swear to God. And I said, oh, come on, get down from there. She had various windows open and things were going wrong. But the game was running. And I had the mods on because it was one of those times where I was leaving it open in case somebody else wanted to come over and get the event items. And I put her down and I sat down at the desk and I start doing this sort of thing, the daily chores. You come in, you do the things, you check on stuff, right? And I looked up and saw I saw the 10, and at first I thought, does that say 10,000? What? I don't understand what's happened. And then I realized eventually that it's a 10 million, and it's like, Bella, seriously? Oh God. Sometimes she gets up here and the other day I was streaming and I had my hand off the mouse for something, and she's sitting here in the chair beside me and she reaches over and starts slapping at the mouse and pushing it around. She says, you do it all the time. It must be something fun. Oh, my dog. So anyway, now, and I find it's really odd how that has changed how I feel about the farm. And it has. It's kind of strange. I have one farm where I think I told you guys the mistake I'd made hitting the money tab one time and losing 4 billion gold to this mod series on WeMod. But I do have one farm where I had turned on all the, like I put the diamonds and the ribbons and the tickets up to the, if you turn them on, you automatically get 10 million of each. And it's like I had turned it on and thought, I'll just build. It'll just be fun to build. And oddly enough, that's probably the farm I ended up doing least with. I couldn't tell you why. Although, we need a certain amount of stress and sense of accomplishment a lot of times. A lot of gaming companies and psychologists and, people have gotten together and tested, what keeps people in a game or what keeps people loyal to something. And sometimes having it too easy is actually much more detrimental than having it. You have to have a little stress. If you don't have a little stress, I get maybe there's just no sense of accomplishment or no point to it. It feels like it's done already. So I don't know, but I find for me it has occurred to me eventually. I continued on playing the game for about another 12 hours before I kind of woke up to the fact that I no longer have to do a single solitary quest ever. I have 10 million ribbons. There's nothing in this game I could possibly spend 10 million ribbons on. I never have to do another quest. I can completely ignore them from this point forward. And it actually, it took something away from me in the game. I feel like I've lost something. It's a little weird. You would think, oh, well, that's too bad. It made it easier there. I'm fine. But it's like, no, I feel like I've lost something. It's a little strange. Now, having said that, it has occurred to me that I will continue to have to do this sort of thing for the tickets. That's fine. And I still will have to make you know what My head goes faster than my mouth can keep up a lot of the time. I have never leveled all the way the warehouse, which takes a great deal of gold, or the those stations that allow you to level up and get more money when you do harvesting of various things in the game. I've never leveled those up completely. I mean, I could make that my goal. As long as I have some sort of goal to work for, I'm good. If I don't have to do questing anymore, there's lots of other things that I will still have to be doing. I could make it a goal to level up all of the plants to 250, because I've only ever had a few of them that managed to get that high. I just have to make up my own goals. I call them personal quests. I do that a lot in games like Elder Scrolls Online or something. People laugh at me because I do so little questing in the game, but I always have so many personal quests, things that I want to do, that I just don't always have time to actually play the game the way it was intended. I have my own chores. Thank you very much. God, sorry about that. Yeah, so it's been a shift, but that's okay. I have new things now to occupy my mind, and I'm good with that. I think that's absolutely fine. And I have found that even though I know I no longer have to do quests, and the mod, as soon as I saw that it was on, I turned it off like right away. But even though I've spent as many things as I could find the time for, it hasn't even gone down by like one. I'm sure it has, but the way they show the amounts, it's not showing it at all. Kind of strange. But it was weird. It was like, wow, geez, my dog wrecked my game. I mean, it's fine. I have other things to do. I will try to ignore that and not feel embarrassed when people show up and go, oh, look, she's cheating. I didn't mean to. The dog ate my homework, kind of thing. I don't know. 'Tis funny. Oh, my goodness. So I was in Minecraft yesterday. I will be streaming from Minecraft again today, too, because we are working on the Wellspring venue. Wellspring is our spring holiday. We have, my servers have always run, I've run servers for 8 or 9 years. I can't remember, honestly. But I've always had, we have 4 major holidays that we do things and celebrate. And we had the Autumn Fall Fair, and that one is all about, if a fall fairgrounds, and all of that means agriculture and plants and rides and games and haunted houses and roller coasters, and it's a really good time. And Winter Frost just sort of adopts a lot of different winter type holidays and festivals from around the world, and we just incorporated into the one big one that is all ours. In the summer we have the Summer Sports Spectacular, which is like the Olympics. So we have events and contests and sports things there that are happening. And the Wellspring is like the Chelsea Flower Show in London, England. It's a gardening contest. We have exhibition gardens, and then on April 3rd, which is the day of the holiday itself for us. This year it's the day before Easter, and I will be streaming that live. And we'll be having a garden contest. People will be showing up to make gardens. So I am just checking some numbers here, and everything is fine and good. Gold nuggets, jam. I've been using a fair bit of jam on some things. These over here, now this is what's going to be my new personal goal. Remember back when this was level 1 and what it was costing? It was what, like 4? Okay, here's level 6, and it's gone up to over $500,000. And then by the time you get to level 8, you're at over $1 million. Now this one is at level 34, and it's almost 70 million gold. So leveling these is going to be excuse me, my new focus in the game is just doing that, because I never have before. Because I'll be honest, I think it's complete waste of money when you get to the higher levels. By the time you can afford them, you no longer need them, is the problem. And this, of course, I've got a lot of diamonds. I've bought all the land. I've bought most of the buildings that I want. The diamonds at this point are just going to be, used up for leveling this. because I don't think I've ever gotten this to, I've gotten it up over 200, but I don't think I've ever actually maxed this out. I need about 600 nuts. Where am I going to find nuts? Over here, maybe. Those are nuts, those are nuts. Maybe I don't have any. They're not, oh, there's a few here. I'll take it. The hazel trees. Okie dokie. Yes, we'll just look for other things. We'll just look. But the day-to-day questing, I could truly just choose to ignore. And I haven't. I've still been working on every one of them. Because it's what you do, right? Actually, are there any nuts I could just be planting at this point? Is there anything? Peanuts. Peanuts. Oh, we got these, though. All right. Well, we do have some stuff here. I don't know how much. How many do I need? I probably won't have time. We've only got, a few moments of this season left. I only need 90 of them anyway. I forgot. Okay, you know what? It'd be better if I just plant instead of harvest. And then I could get a bunch planted, and then I can harvest them when the season changes. And we'll find out how many of those berries we need, and we'll try to get those into. So I have been organizing a little bit more, and that's the good thing. That's good. I've got to go work on the flowers today. As soon as, yeah, see, I'm sitting here. I want to go work on flowers with you, and it's like, no, I've got to do these quests first. You get trained, you just get trained, guys. I need 170 of the raspberries. I've got plenty of the purple carrots. Okay, let us get 170 of these. Can I get that many planted? I think I can. So it's 1, 2. Excuse me. Oh, I got animals here that need feeding too. Keep that in mind, little girl. And we should be getting pretty close to half here, or over half. We'll start heading back the other way. So I need to, the housing situation is something that's bothering me. I'm not going to be making this like the other farm that I'm working on, where we're making the great big, the big lots and the great estates and the stuff like that. This is going to be a little bit more of a working farm. So I do want to keep some of this stuff pretty convenient, pretty close together. Having said that, I also want to, make it prettier. I want it to make it look like it's proper something kind of place. And we'll just get this done in time. Ooh, look at this. So I'm going to sort that out. I think I like it having it here right near the town center, where I can just wander over, log in, run, do the houses, do the clickies, stir my soup or fish curry. So much fish curry. I came in last night and somebody had come over and harvested all the event stuff and then didn't plow a single thing. It's like, I don't know. And I hate to say this, but you see, you do start to learn certain people that are going to do that. You start to recognize names. It's like, oh, yeah, well, yeah, that's what they do, right? So, it's too bad. But 'tis a pity. They don't replow. They just take what they want, and you'll see them if you're in the game when they show up. They will do things like they'll look at the map. They just stand there for a second. You can see it. You can see it happen. And they're obviously just looking at the map, and they're looking for like the most expensive flowers or something that you have, and they zoom off to there. And there are times when I have flower harvesting turned off for other people, because I'm just trying to fulfill a quest, or I'm waiting for something. I have a reason that I don't want somebody else coming in and getting rid of all the flowers. Whatever that reason is, sometimes I turn it off. And you can't do the flowers on my property. And you'll just see them go for the most expensive thing that's in a big clump. And if they get there and they can't harvest, they just leave. It's like They don't help with quests. They never replow. There's a few. There's a few that just spoil it for everybody else, I guess. But it's very much about what they can get out of you. And they just want whatever's the highest. Ooh, look at this. They just want whatever is the highest XP that they can get, you know, and then they're gone. And it's like, ah. That's not how this game is supposed to work. We don't do it that way. You're doing it wrong. This is farm together, not I'm raping your land. Like, oh, goodness. And then I feel bad because somebody who, you know, who's nice comes over, who always replows and does things. And, you know, I've left it open for the event stuff. And then there's none left for them. And it's like, I'm so sorry. Which reminds me, I need to be replanting all of that too. There's another day or two, I guess, left of this event. So I'm going to have to give that a wee look. And make sure this gets and I can replant them now and in the spring, so that's good. I can finish this off and still get it done before the next. Oh, I don't need this. Okay, well, I only need 80 zucchini. The zucchini goes so fast with the mod on. It's just, don't even drive. Just sit here and click. It's fine. It'll be done in just a second. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, so I gotta figure out my houses. I have been working on the flowers. I've got some roads in. I decorated one of the little sections that I left to add trees to. It really helps. I'm going to show you here in just a second. And it really helps make the place feel a little more homey. It's good. You really can't, the math, when I watch the math always where the quest is highlighted, so I can find out, you know, what I still need to do and what's left. And the math is so wonky in this game. 40 Ayrshire cows. I think, do the Ayrshire, the cows, yes, they do have somebody looking after them. I love my little Ayrshire cattle. If I ever get settled in Ayrshire for good, I want to get into the country. And I want to have an Ayrshire cow and a Highland cow. I just do, you know. We should feed my ostriches here. My poor little goobers are hungry. Because nobody cares about me. There you go, darling. See that little one just reached for the food right away? She says, I'm just standing right here in it because I am starving. My little tall chickens. There you go. I feel better now. And we will finish this up, and then we're going to go over to the flowers and have a wee looky there. I haven't even been in Elder Scrolls Online in about 2 or 3 days, and that is, I have to get in. As soon as I'm done with this recording, I have to go check, because there's a house I want to buy, and it might be over now. It's a limited time thing, and it just occurred to me that I may have missed an opportunity to buy it, and then I won't get an opportunity to buy it again for a year, and that would really bum me out. I have been waiting on that house for months. Too many months. It's pretty bad. See, I'm still doing the questing. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter whether I need it or not. I have been trained, you know. So I'll just keep doing it anyway. And then that 10 million will never go down because I literally cannot spend them as fast as I can make them anymore. And that's why they were crawling up into the thousands. You know, I was getting a fair number of them, and then, yeah, below it. Ooh, I finished that one. Barley and spinach, which I think can be... No, it can't be planted now. Oh, happy day. All right, let's go have a look at the flowers. So I have some watering things in. I started putting these in after I got the 10 million. Actually, that's not true. I was starting to put them in before. Just, you know, a row at a time. I would... get, you know, 100 higher than I had, and I'd spend 75 of them on watering things. But now that the 10 million come in, I'm, you know, it's like, well, hell, it's here now. I might as well get all this done. So I've only got that one row of trees across there. But I find when I'm here harvesting, it just feels better. It's not just this empty, you know, flattened, just going on and on forever with no features. This made me feel so much better. So I had just left the 2 here. I was actually thinking about running a train track up beside this one, and then I thought, no, I want trees. I want something else that's a little nicer going on there. So, and I find when I'm here harvesting, I can see those trees off to the side, and it's like, all of a sudden it's just better. Everything's better. The flowers feel better. There's something breaking the horizon a little bit, and it works for me really, really well. And I've got to put a road in here yet. And I did leave one wide spot down here, which we will go and have a look at. Oh, there's a rock in the way. Okay, so I won't be putting the train track through there either. This area up here will have, I think, probably, I was saying I want to do create a train, farm tour thing. So I'm thinking if I put a train up one side here and the road up the other side here. Let's go, you know what, let's go have a wee look here at something in a second. We'll work our way there. If I put the road up the side of this, and it probably, well, you can run on the train track anyway, so if a train's running on the other side, it'll still speed up when we're walking through here. And this will leave me 2 spaces in the center to plant some trees. I'll be able to plant some of those great big yews in here. That'll be nice. A couple of benches, and an outhouse when you're out in the field could be a problem, Yeah, so I do have room to run a track along the outside. So if we had a track coming along out here and then turning up through here, see if we could get a tour of the farm from both sides, from like the front end of it and then back along the edge of the farm as well. So I think this is where the part of the train tour will go. So I got to make this center spot really pretty. We have to have it very nice. If we're going to be slowly chugging by in a train, and it doesn't go too fast, you have time to do some looking around. We got to make sure it's really pretty. And I just realized how long I have been yammering about nothing at all. So I am going to shut up now. And when I come back, I will have that other road in and some train tracks, and we will decorate this together because I really want this to be, a very nice place. I want to be able to see it from both sides and look over and go, oh, that feels so good. That's the thing. I mean, it's mostly going to be trees. There could be the odd building. We suppose we could stick another flower shop down here just because it gives me more storage for flowers. And it would fit right here at the end. We could totally do that or put it way down at the other side. Perhaps I will. I might do something like that. We do have that lovely big yew tree, which is way down here. We can pop a couple of those in maybe, or a bunch. We'll see. What else could we put along here? Oh, spring is in the air, folks. Eggs. What is that? Is that just a decoration? Yep, just a decoration. I mean, we could even put a little couple, we could put a little thatched house along the way, perhaps. I'm not sure. We'll have a look at that, though, and I'll decorate this with you guys next time. But the flowers are coming along. Yes, I have 10 million ribbons. I feel embarrassed, but my dog did it. Teacher wouldn't believe me either, would she? I know how this is going to go. At any rate, thank you guys for being here. I had some people over on YouTube yesterday who were people who watched this and they were talking. It was really quite nice. So, over in Twitch. I was in Twitch streaming and they had come from YouTube. They were people who watched this series and they had come over to have a chat. It was very pleasant. So if you're one of those people, I am streaming tonight. Drop in, say hello. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.